There we go.
All right.
Man, it's incredible, man. I tell you what. Well, I'm gonna hang up on the phone with you, I guess, and
All right.
then we'll start. All right, you there? Can you hear me good?
Yeah, here you finally got my headphones in, block out all the outside noise.
There you go. I started to go outside, but my neighbor fired up the lawnmower, so we're
That
not.
adds to it. That adds to the realness of the interview.
Hey, you know what? It's keeping it country, right? Got the lawnmower going there. Well, listen, we'll go ahead and start up, man. Hey, once again, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us here, and I know you got really big things coming up. Got the new album, and you're on tour right now. So tell us a little bit about the new song you got, man. It's how did that come about?
Well, the new single is a song called Drink, Drank, Drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of started out just kind of messing around. We're hanging out in the studio. We were recording some other stuff for the new record. And the new album is called King of Clubs. Yeah, because we spent a lot of time in clubs. And I kind of, over the last 20 some odd years, I've spent enough time to know what goes on in clubs.
Mm-hmm.
But, I was sitting around in the studio. We were recording some other material for it. And one of the guys was like, hey, man, this would be a cool idea for a hook. And they started talking about getting drank, drunk up in this country club. And I'm like, okay. And next thing you know, we started writing it in the middle of this recording session. And so everything else got kind of put on hold for a second. We had kind of finished doing the vocals for that one day, and we were going to start looking at doing some other stuff. And next thing you know, we cut Drink, Drank, Drunk. And it wound up being what it is now. We went and shot a video for it, and we actually got footage of all the concert performances that we had been doing for it, and man, I tell you, it came off really nicely. And Big Smo was out there with me and Big and Rich at the show we did in Sturgis, and man, I tell you, people went bananas, and it's kind of a fun deal. And it's a club anthem pretty much for
Mm-hmm.
country bars, and people really get excited when they hear it. And midway through the song, people got their hands in the air and they're pumping their
Mm-hmm.
fists. It's kind of a cool deal.
Yeah, that's great. Now we actually put it up on the site this morning, and I watched it last night, and it is pretty good, man. I tell you, it really is a good song, catchy tune, and Smo's something else, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's also on Warner Brothers with me, and
Mm-hmm.
also out there with Big and Rich. And he's a cool dude and cool label mate. And everybody tries to do what we can to support each other's music, and it's a cool time.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That you guys get to work with each other and collaborate and throw some new stuff out there. Is there anybody? I've asked this to some other guys groups before. Is there anybody, say maybe in a different genre of music that you might like to put something together with, and any kind of crazy ideas or something? We've asked that in the past and
Wow.
got some pretty cool answers. So we'll just throw that out to you.
Well, I mean, I'm a big fan of Motorhead. I
Mm-hmm.
love heavy metal music, and I got a chance to meet Lemmy
Mm-hmm.
in L.A. one time, and really cool guy, and enjoy his music. Had a chance to meet James Hetfield from Metallica, and
Mm-hmm.
I love those guys. As far as heavy metal goes, if we did, you know, I don't know, something like pop or whatever, or
Mm-hmm.
traditional hip hop, I think it'd be kind of cool to do something with Pitbull or Flo Rida or some of those
Yeah,
folks, or maybe even Katy Perry,
there you
or
go.
something along those lines. I think
Katy
that'd be kind
Perry's
of
pretty
cool.
good. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
got her
yeah,
new song out, Roar. So yeah, that'd be good.
yeah. It'd be
That'd
kind
be
of cool
cool.
to do something with her or Lady Gaga. I think it'd be kind of cool just to kind of
Hey, well,
say,
yeah, that
what else
mix it
can we
up, man.
do?
I don't know. You gonna put on some of those strange outfits that she does?
No, I'm not gonna put on any strange outfits. I'll keep my cowboy hat and all that stuff where it is.
Keep it
But
real, man.
yeah,
There you
it's
go.
funny.
Yeah, you got the album coming out. Is it October the 29th? I think is that
Yeah,
when it drops.
yeah. King of Clubs, October 29th.
Good deal. Good deal. How many songs are we gonna be looking at on that? Is it
Well, we've got, I believe, I think we put together 8 really up tempo thumping songs.
mm-hmm.
People that ask about it, it's all killer, no filler.
There you go.
There's not a slow song on there. It's all up tempo. It's rowdy. It's raucous. and if you put it on, you won't be sitting still. And we even got it to the point where, we've had my DJ Sinister, come in
Mm-hmm.
and mix everything together so each song blends into the next one. So, I mean, we've
Oh, that's
got
pretty
a
cool.
version of that record, becoming available as well.
So is it you and John and Kenny and or is it just you and then a couple or
Well, as far as
how
producing the record,
well on on the album itself, a lot of the songs. I mean, is this your album or is
it's
it
my record.
is
It's
your
my record.
record? And so I
It's
know you
mine.
got some with John and Kenny in there as well because you got the new song. Is there any other songs in there that we could look for that may have a collaboration with somebody else? You got Big Smo in this one. Is there any other collaborations in there?
Yeah, matter of fact, we've got Georgia Boys on one song. Also teamed up with the Moonshine Bandits on a song.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
we got Bubba Sparks on a song. I mean, we got some stuff out there,
Sounds
so
pretty cool.
ain't messing around.
We've interviewed Big Smo. We actually went and saw Moonshine Bandits. They came down here to Georgia, one of the rare East Coast trips that they make, and those guys are something else, aren't they?
Yeah, they
I don't
are
know.
really
I don't know
cool.
how y'all kept it calm over there with those two.
Well, they asked me about, how do you handle it, man? You're out, you're touring, there's whiskey everywhere. Yeah, well, just got to pace yourself. I've been doing this a while.
Yeah, those guys are crazy. I tell you what, we talked with them a little bit at one of their concerts, and I tell you what, by the end of the concert, I don't think they even knew where they were at. But they really brought a good show out. So I tell you what, it's pretty good that you guys got together. So that's neat. That ought to be a good song. What's the name of that song?
It's a song called Mack Truck.
Mac Truck.
Yeah, it's a song called Mack Truck. It's got Moonshine Bandits and the Georgia Boys on it.
Oh man, that
And
sounds pretty
also
cool.
John Rich jumped in and he sang the hook. So it's
Oh
it's
yeah,
it's pretty cool. It's
that
pretty
ought to be
cool.
pretty cool. I know we're looking forward to it, and a lot of our fans out there, a lot of folks out there are looking forward to it too, because it's been a while since you've had an album out, in it? A couple years now, so
Yeah, it's been a minute since I come out with a new record, and the cool thing about it is one of the cool tracks on the song is a song called "Is Everybody Doing Okay?" And on that song, it's got me and Cowboy James Storm from TNA Impact Wrestling.
hmm.
He's on there,
Oh
and
really?
Mickey James is on there. Mickey James, the 9-time women's world champ,
Yeah.
and James Storm is the 12-time tag team champ. And Mickey's got her own country music going on, and James is a buddy, and got him involved and said, "Hey man, you can at least come in and fire up the crowd on it." So it's kind of cool, and I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
Well, it sounds like you're having a good time doing this. It's a long time coming. I think you've had some ups and downs. You bring out an album, and then you've had some great success with some, and not so with others. But that's part of the game. And
Yeah,
one
it's a
thing I can
roller
say
coaster.
about you is you don't quit, man, and that's good. You've been doing it a long time, and I think now the time has come to where it's coming to fruition. I believe.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It is a roller coaster ride, and you have to, I'm kind of like your credit card bills that just keep on coming, no matter how much you want me to go away. I'm still there.
Oh, yeah, that's good, man. I tell you, because you were one of well, actually, you probably were one of the first ones that came around with the country rap, hip hop,
Yeah,
and to
yeah,
see you still in the game, man, that's pretty good. Because you see a lot of people come and go, and they just don't have that drive, and can't really roll with the punches that the music business can throw at you, and it's great to see you still around, man. I tell you.
yeah. Thank you. You got to take your vitamins. I mean, I remember my first independent record came out in 2001, and then my first major label record came out in '05. So, and it took 10, 15 years to get that first major record, and it took me a long time to get enough money to put together for the independent in 2001. So
Yeah.
to be able to keep at it, and Big and Rich have been a huge factor in my success nationally. They brought me onto their first record in '04 on their first Warner Brothers release, Horse of a Different Color, and then which wound up me getting a record deal, and putting out a record in '05, and it's really cool. And then '07 putting out my second major record, Black in the Saddle. I think
Hmm.
that was fun, and it's just a lot. It's a long road, but as long as you just keep after it, you don't give up until you're
Hmm.
ready to give up. I think things will work out. But you have to have the songs. You have to have good songs. You have to
Hmm.
make sure that you not only have good songs, but market those songs properly. And after a while, I've learned a lot in the business, and I continue to try and put that into practice.
Hmm. We got to have the audience too, and in the past, it's kind of been there sometimes and not been there others, but I think now the audience is coming around now. I think we're getting a lot more people that's interested in the country rap. So
Yeah, we were about 10 years ahead of our time. I had somebody tell me, a guy in the media, kind of pulled me aside one time. I was out somewhere and I saw him, and he's like, "Man, you know what? You were 10 years ahead of your time. Because look at what's going on now." I said, "Yeah, well, somebody got to open the door."
somebody's got to open the door. You're right. That's pretty cool, man.
Somebody got to open the door. But yeah, I mean, now that it's coming around and people are kind of getting into it and really having a lot of fun, you've seen other artists have great success with country
Mm-hmm.
rap, and guys like Colt Ford and guys like Jason Aldean, the
Mm-hmm.
Lax, Big Smoes doing some great things. There's up and coming artists like Tennessee Shine, that are
Mm-hmm.
coming around. Those guys are doing some cool stuff. I mean, it's just nice that we're able to do it. And the Moonshine Bandits, they're doing a really, really, really good job. And it's really cool to see other artists coming around doing country rap and hip hop music, and
Mm-hmm.
to have had a hand in really setting that blueprint, I think is a really cool deal for me, and I'm proud of that.
Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, I know you are, because it's always cool if you can be part of something that you start, or you're with when it starts, and then you can see it come to fruition, and just be part of it when it gets to where you envision it to be, or whatever. It's always great when that actually happens. You can take the whole ride, I guess, is what I'm
Yeah,
getting at, instead of just part of it, because a lot of people get kind of things, they get something started, and then they there again, we're back to the stick to itiveness. They get it started, and then they just kind of fall out of the wayside, and then somebody else comes around and picks it up and then kind of runs with it, and it may
yeah,
happen a couple times, and then boom, all of a sudden it hits. So it's great that you could be there for the whole ride. And I know you are excited, and
I'm pretty pumped about it.
hey, I don't blame you, but that's pretty cool. There's a couple things that came to my mind that I have absolutely forgotten because of the excitement we had trying to get set up together. But is there?
Well,
Yeah, I tell you what, this is computers and this information age. Sometimes it gets a little out of control there. But hey, one thing real quick, to just kind of get your take on this. I had asked Smo when I interviewed him a couple months back the same question about women in country rap. Um, you know, now there's actually one female
mhm.
that's kind of broke into, I guess, into the world of country rap, and it's Smo said, he said it would probably be somebody that, because when we talked, there was really nobody that was really doing it, that was actually that had a song out, or had any type of success with it, and but now there's one young lady, and actually Colt Ford, they just signed over at Average Joe's. That's
Mhm.
really really good, just a phenomenal talent, which is Sarah Ross. I don't know if you've been able to hear any of her stuff. She's actually on one of her songs is on the new Mud Digger album,
Oh,
and
I'll have to check it out.
it's really really cool. She's really really talented. And what's your take on women? You think there'll be some more? I mean, because there's a lot of
Of
women that sing
course,
urban rap, and
there'll be more. Trust me. I'm surprised it took this long.
exactly.
I think that the more that the product and the genre of country rap and hip hop gets out there, you'll start finding more and more people jumping into it. And, I'm not surprised that Sarah is involved. I think that, I'm sure if she's already been signed over there, I'm sure she's phenomenal. And I look forward to hearing her stuff.
Really, really good talent. She's got a couple videos on YouTube. We've actually got some on our site, Hick Hop Nation, and I happened to come across her several months ago. She was actually on American Idol, and I saw her there, and I just thought, I mean, she just captivated me. I mean, the voice and the talent that I saw there in that young lady. She just graduated high school last year, so she's just starting out, and to have that much talent and not make it any further on that show than she did kind of blew my mind. But I started putting her videos on our site because I just thought she had so much talent that folks needed to see it, and now to see Colt sign her and her to get an opportunity like that, and it's just really really great. So that's really great. But so you talked about the Georgia boys being on there and all. D
Mm-hmm.
Thrash, they're just down the street from me, actually just outside of Athens, and I haven't had a chance to get out to any of their shows yet, but they're on my radar. But I tell you what, he's been pushing for a while. He's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like you. I mean, he started, and just kind of stuck with it. And a lot of people don't realize how long he's actually been trying to push this thing and trying to make
Oh,
it
yeah.
happen. And he's coming around and seems to be having great success now.
Oh
And you
yeah.
know, he just did the record with Joe Diffie, and then now he's hooked up with you. And I mean, it's I tell you, um, seems to be some great things coming in the country rap world now.
Yeah, I remember when we were recording uh, for my record. We were in the studio, and I was like, you know what? It'd be kind of because John Rich and Charlie Panaccio were asking me questions. You know, the guys that co-produced the record. They were
Mm-hmm.
like, man, who do you think we ought to get for a collaboration for, Mack Truck? And one of the things I thought of was like, man, it'd be kind of cool to get, guys like Moonshine Bandits and maybe, call up, Georgia boys down there in Georgia. And like, Georgia boys, I go, yeah, man, well, these cats, man, I've seen them on YouTube. You got to check them out. They're
Mm-hmm.
like, okay. So I sent them the link. I pulled it up on my laptop, actually. And they're like, wow. It's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Check them out. It's going to be cool. I think they should be doing good on this. And I tweeted over to D Thrash. I said, hey, man, hit me up. And I, sent him a direct message. I said, hit me up, give me a shout. We're in the studio cutting my new record and wanted to talk to you about something. So he hits me back, calls me up, and we're on the phone. And next thing you know, it's like, I think it'd be kind of cool if you guys do a collaboration with us and get on this record. And they're like, cool. So next thing you know, there he is, and Moonshine Bandits are involved too. So it's a cool record. I thought it was important to try and get as many folks as I could get a hold of
Mm-hmm.
to be on, just to kind of let people know that people in country rap and hip hop are friends,
Yeah.
and it's kind of a cool deal. The folks I could get a hold of, they're on the record, and I think it's a
Mm-hmm.
cool deal. It's gonna be fun.
Seems like it is. I can't wait. I want to. I know. I want to get my copy. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I tell you, we're excited about everything. Excited about your new album coming out. It's always great when the new albums come out. Mud Digger hit, and it was really really popular. I mean, it was one of the most popular on iTunes, and
Hmm.
I think yours is going to do very very well too with all the new songs, the guys you got involved with it and everything. And I think you might give it a run for the money.
Well, we'll see what happens.
See if you can dethrone Mud Digger 4.
Well, I'm just out here trying to make some noise. I'm not in a competition. My thing is make sure that folks that want to get to the music can, and
Mm-hmm.
if you're listening to it, just get out there and have a good old time and cause a ruckus as much as you possibly can, but be safe about it and
There you go.
enjoy yourself.
Ain't
I
nothing wrong
think
with
it'll
a
work out.
little friendly competition though, right?
Well, I don't look at it that way. I think the fans are going to choose what the fans are going to choose, and it's
I
my
hear you.
job to make sure that I provide them with the best music I can on my side of
Mm.
things, and let the chips fall.
There you go. You know, they're doing kind of the same thing you're doing. They're putting a lot of different artists on the one album, the compilation album, which is really great because that gives people the chance to see all of the different artists involved in country rap. Well, not all of them, I should say, a large group at one time. So that kind of helps get the word out there that there is a little bit more to country music than just the mainstream country. That there's
Oh
another
yeah.
side, a little edgier side, and there's a number of artists out there doing it. So and then you're bringing in sort of the same thing. You're bringing in some to collaborate with you, giving people a little extra. Not only your fans, there's some of your fans who may not know about these other guys, may not know
Yeah.
about Smo and Georgia Boys. So you're actually helping to get that out there as well by bringing them in on your album.
Yes, indeed. That's what we're all about.
That's what we're all about. But hey, I'll let you go now, man. I know you got some things to do, and I know you got yard work to do too. I got to get that grass cut too. So, but what we're going to do, man, we're going to try to put it out there, and we're going to try to help you push this album as much as we can. And I kind of wanted to do some giveaways. And I know y'all are just getting everything set up with the album and the tour and everything like that. But I'm going to get together with Charlie and see if we can do some giveaways and help promote this. And we'll see if we can help you get it out there, man. Because we're real excited about the new album. It's a long time coming, man.
Well,
And
thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
it's great to see you putting another one out.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, and once again, we appreciate you. And guys, I know I've got the camera going right here, and I got the camera going right here, but this guy right here, Cowboy Troy, you guys been around for a long time. He is one to watch because he is the originator and the original country rap hip hop artist, Mr. Hick Hop himself, I think, right there. But appreciate everybody tuning in and watching this video, and keep it real. Hick Hop Nation out.